Sally Field, a celebrated actress known for her powerful performances and down-to-earth authenticity, shared a unique bond with the late Robin Williams, especially during the time they worked together on the 1993 hit film Mrs. Doubtfire. As years have passed since Williams' tragic death in 2014, many of his colleagues and friends have opened up about their experiences with the beloved comedian. Field, in particular, has spoken candidly and warmly about what it was really like to work with him, shedding light on both his remarkable talent and the complexities behind his constant energy. When Mrs. Doubtfire was filmed, both Sally Field and Robin Williams were already accomplished in their careers. Field played Miranda Hillard, the ex-wife of Williams' character, Daniel, who disguises himself as a Scottish nanny in order to spend time with his children following a divorce. The movie's success was due not only to its heartwarming story and humor but also to the powerful dynamic between Field and Williams. Off-screen, their relationship was based on deep mutual respect and admiration. Sally Field has spoken in several interviews about how working with Williams was both exhilarating and emotionally exhausting. She described him as someone who could never turn off, a man with an endless fountain of energy, always improvising, cracking jokes, and lighting up the set with his imagination. According to Field, it was impossible not to be drawn in by his presence. She recalled days on set where even the most serious scenes would dissolve into laughter because Williams couldn't help but riff and improvise endlessly, often making it difficult for her and the crew to keep a straight face. However, behind his comic brilliance, Field also sensed something more vulnerable in Williams. She noted that beneath the humor, there was a fragility and restlessness. Even in moments of stillness between takes, Williams often seemed like someone battling inner chaos. Field has said that while Robin made it his mission to keep everyone laughing, there were times she could see the toll it took on him emotionally. He seemed to carry the weight of needing to be the brightest light in the room, even when it was clear he wasn't always feeling that way inside. Field admired how committed he was to his work, constantly pushing himself to make scenes better, more meaningful, or funnier. She acknowledged that he could be challenging to work with in the best possible way, not because he was difficult, but because he never stopped creating, never stopped moving. His process was so unique that it forced others around him to elevate their performance. She described it as a whirlwind of energy, intelligence, and spontaneity, saying that sharing scenes with him felt like being caught in a storm that was as thrilling as it was unpredictable. Over the years, Sally Field has also reflected on how Robin Williams' behavior on set was not just performance, it was a reflection of his deep need to connect, to bring joy, and to fight his own demons in the only way he knew how. She mentioned that everyone who worked with him felt that duality, the genius who brought joy to millions, and the man who struggled silently with depression and addiction. Field has spoken about how heartbreaking it was to learn about the depth of his mental health struggles after his death, saying she often wished she could have seen more clearly what he was going through at the time. Despite the pain of his loss, Field remembers her time with Robin Williams as one of the most unforgettable periods of her career. She has shared how grateful she is to have worked with someone so creatively uncontainable, so emotionally generous, and so genuinely kind. In every memory she has shared publicly, her admiration for his talent is matched only by her compassion for the man behind the laughter. Her recollections offer a rare glimpse not only into the making of a beloved film but into the life of one of the world's most gifted yet troubled performers. Through her words, Robin Williams lives on not just as a comic genius, but as a deeply human figure, one whose brilliance and pain coexisted in every frame of film he left behind.